Hello, this is Anti-Darwin, and today I have another Red Alert 3 replay with me. And this game has not gained much popularity. It was just recently uploaded by SuperPower. And today I have a special guest with me, just like always, and it's none other than Master X. How are you, Master X?
I'm quite fine. How are you, Anti-Darwin?
I'm fine, thank you so much, Master X. I've heard that during this last weeks or so, people are complaining about the Revora servers. Is that true, somewhat?
Well,
For Red Alert 3,
actually,
especially.
yeah, Revora servers are not quite stable because they have some issues they have to fix, and I think they may be doing a great work during their work. Developers are doing great work,
Okay,
but
okay,
I think they have to improve.
okay. Sorry, Master X.
Yes.
Can you tell me about these two players? A short introduction: Superpower and Great Miss Yui, who is a Smurf of Mado44 from Egypt. He is from your part of the world, the Middle East. Can you tell me about him?
Yeah, this guy, I know him. I played him even on Game Ranger before I go to the online servers, and I think he's a good player. Um, although he is, I classify him as a high mid player, to be honest. And about the other one, Superpower is my friend. I know him. I play him a lot, and he is very good actually. I think this will be a very interesting game because their level are quite similar.
Okay, let's start the replay. Press escape. We have
Uh,
Superpower on the top side, Empire, Blue Empire, and we have Mado 44 allies, green allies on down bottom. So,
yes.
so Master X mostly people, allies players, they usually try to go dogs. I don't know how Mado will do it, but he has gone for a barracks opening at start.
Yeah, the standard opening in Fire Island for allies is quite barracks in the beginning.
Yes, and I think he might be aiming for those oil derricks and finishing them off. It's a very good idea, I think so, because if you don't have that good micro, you can just destroy these oil derricks even. Because if Allies
Yeah,
Empire player is infantry heavy, then easily he'll get both oil derricks.
sure, and especially if allies goes for that Riptide plus Javelin style and he packs engineers into Riptides, it will be a very great idea because the only way to counter this in the beginning of the game, either use Burst Drone to kill the Riptide, which is kinda impossible because if he gets the javelins out of the Riptide, it will kill the burst drone. And the other way to counter it is tank buster, and to do this in the first of the game, it is really a quite heavy investment.
Yes, and he's doing exactly that. Mado 44 is going for dual riptides from his docks.
And this
So,
is an excellent idea to gain both orders, to be honest.
and strange play from Superpower. He's not going positioning his dojo cores near the oil derricks, and he's not making that much Imperial warriors.
Yeah,
He's
I
got
think
two
he want
engineers.
to make an efficient trade because he know that this will happen. He want to think differently how to gain those oils without paying a lot.
Yes, he's made a lot of mecha tengus, and that's good production. You are right. He's quite efficient at the start of this match,
How
and
many tangos do you have
he has
for
got
Superpower?
five tenjus right now.
Mm-hmm. But you see,
Yes,
the Riptide plus Javelins are doing quite good work.
yes, exactly. And maybe they will
And
click this refinery, but
and this
it is got saved.
uh, The only choice for him is to retreat back, because those are a lot of Tengus to be killed by a Riptide, to be honest, with javelins.
And he's confusing him with the sudden transport, Master X. He's converted that sudden transport into a riptide. He's confusing Mado.
Yes, he thought this is one of his Riptides and tried to grab it while it does not respond.
And Mado has gone for a third refinery, and already he is ahead in the economy because of that third refinery. And he's gone to tier 2 superpower.
Hmm.
So maybe he is thinking about going to VX. I think that's a very good strategy, trying to get air control as soon as possible because
Well, even Superpower have gone for his third refinery too. I think he want to equal things up, and the dual airfield strategy is quite working, because if the Empire spams Stingos, then you have to do something. You can't just rely on your first airfield to kill all these Stingos. It is just too much
it's
for one
very,
airfield.
very good micro. And I remember, Master X, that in the recent FTW tournament, FTW 28, I presume, he went on to the semi-finals. I was also one of the semi-finalists, and he was also a semi-finalist, superpower, and he played really well at Fire Island versus Windies.
I saw that tournament, yeah, but unluckily he got defeated. I hope he do well in the next tournaments.
Maybe he's a very good player at Fire Island, and he's very confident because I will never pick Fire Island versus Allies player. Maybe even this other map, Snowplow, is better for me versus Allies than Fire Island.
Mm. But I think if you pick Fire Island, it is much better of a chance versus allies as Empire. Because the longer the distance, the better for Empire. They can have the rushes, and the base bushes is not quite efficient in long maps.
Yes, and we just had an air engagement, and the javelins are aiming at those Tenjus, and it's a very good micro, but he lose those javelins, I think, to that tsunami tank, and he lose that.
I think his javelins are pretty dead now because he is
Yes,
surrounded.
yes, they are all dead, and he has cleaned them up. And maybe Mado should go for his fourth refinery and should have camped with those javelin riptide. He was, I think, too aggressive with those riptide javelin forces.
Yeah,
Usually,
because
players like
if you don't,
Yui, and he always camped these units at the backside and focused more on tier 3 because this is the problem at Fire Island when allies player they go tier 3 there is no greater solution to the problem, and now Mado has frozen a refinery, Master X.
yeah, he will bomb it because he have two cryos, and if he fly his Tangos without the point defense drones, sure he will not have a chance versus three Apollos, and he needs two strikers in the bottom to defend all of his Tangos.
Yes, already Mado is very ahead in the economy, but he still isn't going for that fourth refinery. Maybe
I
he's
don't
building
know why
something,
he
he's going
plays.
for a war factory, so he is
Oh,
playing very
so he built.
aggressively. Yes, he's gone for a war factory, Master X.
Oh yeah, I think a war factory is very good solution versus Tingos, because if you make some IFVs, you can protect your Apollos from being shredded by the Tingos.
And those point defense tools have protected those Tengus very well. And now we see an IFV in the battlefield, two IFVs in fact.
Sure, you have to go for IFVs to protect your Apollos.
And now he's using his multi-shrink micro. So at the moment, I think
He
Mado
lost
is,
a Vindicator and he
yes,
didn't shrink two units and bomb them with two Vindicators. I think if he could pay a better micro, he could have gained more efficiency.
yes, and
But
this Master X, he's gone for a fourth refinery, superpower, and still we don't see a fourth refinery from Mado 44.
I think that's why he sold his airfield in order to have a money to make, and he knows that his Apollos are useless now because Superpower have like 5 striker VXs on the ground.
And again, he's trying to harass that collector, and he's doing a
And
very
he
good
got
job.
it. Yeah. And I see the fourth refinery have been established from the greatness who is H20.Mado actually.
Yes, I don't know where Superpower is from, but I know that Mado 44 is from Egypt, and a
Yes,
lot of Egyptian
Superpower
players playing this game
is
right now.
Jordan. He is my friend. I know him, and he
So
is quite good as Empire. I played him a couple of games, and really, I can confirm he is too good.
yes, and again he's trying to pick off that collector, and those VXs are coming, but they won't able to stop or kill any of the cryocopters. Master X. This is the problem, and maybe if he keeps on harassing like this, maybe he will give lots and lots of trouble to Superpower because
But if you pay attention to the sea, you see his superpower have got annoyed by the constant harassment. He wants to do something. He can't let that
yes,
harassment happen always. But oh my God, oh, high engagement. Oh, a lot of losses and the cryo shot.
yes, a cryo shot and very good engagement, very uh, epic battle over here, and Mado has taken out a lot of units for Superpower. This is the problem as time goes on, and the Allies players they gain momentum in the game with these frozen attacks, and this is a big problem versus Allies.
And the Emperor Rage is really quite quite
This is bad micro from
vicious.
Mado. He's not aiming at uh, those tank busters with PKs, and he should easily should have obliterated those tank busters with those peacekeepers. But no Apollos as well, so those VXs have somehow managed to escape. And yes, so now they are going back to their base, and Mardo is still tier 2. I think he is fine with this army, and he should try to go tier 3 as soon as possible.
And you see the two riptides from the beginning of the game have taken his third refinery out from SP. His refinery is dead.
Yes, but he has remade his refinery, Mado. He has remade his
But
refinery,
yeah,
superpower, and they are traveling for those. But three Apollos are coming, so he should be very careful here. And I think in this engagement, he lost Mecha Tengu. Mado should have just finished all these.
his collector.
He's stopped taking out that, and he's stopped bothering about taking out that Riptide Mado. Mardo's
Mm.
Riptide, and again harassment from the cryocopters, and we see that that is stagnant. That refinery from superpower is stagnant,
Yeah, it is re-established, yes. And the problem from the force refinery of any faction who plays versus allies is that the cryo can get up through that hill and try to freeze that collector without much of a problem.
especially
Because
Empire players, because Tier 3 cryo shot can easily kill a refinery in no time. And maybe
yes,
that is the reason, one of the reason that the timing of these allies players have improved a lot. They're timing their attacks very well and playing to their strengths. And most Empire players are having problems versus allies. And Superpower is spamming tank busters. And he has three VXs, one is star status, so he has got a big army. But I don't understand why Mardo is not going tier 3. He has used he's once again not using his PKs to kill those tank busters and losing a lot of army, even the
well, adding
cryocopters.
a PK, adding PKs to that army is doing two things. Basically, if you shrink a unit, most of the other units are not quite as efficient as PKs in killing those tanks if you shrink them. And the other thing to use PKs is to kill that tank buster. But I didn't see either of those from Meadow yet. But I think his tier three is
And
already established.
usually, yes, Master X, usually the Mado, I have seen him do multi-shrink cryo very well. In this game, he's, I think, not doing that very well. He's not multi-shrinking, but he's still playing very well to compete in this game. And once again, he's harassing at C Collector. And
But actually, Superpower is doing very well with his tank busters.
yes, but what else will Empire do? These tank busters are really, really dangerous. And Empire is known for its infantry. I wish they had anti-air infantry as well, to, but maybe nerf something else for Empire like Yuriko or something, or
Yeah, they
Kinguni,
have.
and give them a barracks choice, maybe a community badge to make infantry that can shoot in air. Maybe bow and arrow is better even.
Hmm.
Now we see a Mirage tank. It's been taken out to the cleaners, and Superpower is very, very aggressive, and he's almost taking out all the peacekeepers with those tanks.
Tank
And
busters.
I think going tier 3 at the wrong moment. I think in the end, I think he didn't time his tier 3 well. He had a lot of army which he lost to nothing, and he should have gone to tier 3 at that stage. But now it's too late, and to a small army, he has lost a lot of units
Hmm.
because he was concentrating on Mirage tanks.
Yeah, sure.
Maybe he should make dogs smart, or he's not making any dogs MasterX or turret
Maybe
PK,
dogs.
turret PK
Maybe
or a
dogs.
spy. So many people use spy these days.
The weird thing that Superpower have produced two more extra refineries. I don't know how he gains all that money. He just and if Mado is putting his pressure quite good, I think he will not allow that much of refineries. If those refineries get established, Mado is really in a big trouble.
Yes, and he is taken take care of those VXs that that star status venomous IFV, and that Apollo fighter also star status. So Meadow has a lot of star status units, and
Mm,
we see a crime shot and a lot of these Athena cannons. And once again, Meadow is not making a fourth refinery. He's concentrating on Tier 3 units, and the game is again balanced and maybe tilted in terms of unit wise to Meadow because he has started status US Master X.
Yeah, but the constant harassment with dingoes in the sea, I think this is a really big problem for allies.
Yes, but it's coming inside the range of MCV, so maybe he can easily kill them with
Place a
turrets.
turret.
Yes, but
Yes.
problem is when Empire plays, mostly they place uh, or docks on the south side, where Mado's base is positioned near the south side with that fifth refinery position, and they make Yari subs. So this is very problematic to allies players, and maybe he's going to lose this crucial unit, this IFV, but he somehow managed to save it, and he has taken out a refinery, but Mado Superpower has made a fifth refinery earlier on. So
Hmm. Yeah.
maybe he should use more PKs, and he's doing just that right now. And this army is looking very dangerous for Mado. He's using the shield of Athena cannons, and
Really in danger. He is so in danger right now. His MCV is about to be taken out.
who's MCV Master X?
Superpower
Yes,
MCV.
yes. And MCV is defenseless at the moment, and he's making a lot of tank busters. And in the meanwhile, Superpower has taken out a refinery with those Tenjus, Mecha Tenjus, and IFV have came for, but those anti-air units will take care of them. And I don't know how Superpower will come back from this game. He's
I think Superpower has over-invested on his refinery, and he didn't do a lot of units to protect them. That's why he lost his MCV.
Yes, and his MCV is he's yes, but VX and Mechatengus are here, and they might save the day uh, for Superpower. Somehow protect it, and they have taken that Mirage tank, that vicious Mirage tank, so dangerous. Now Mado isn't aiming for those VXs. Why is that? He's not aiming.
I don't
Somehow
know.
taken out all those units, and he has cleaned them up easily. Master X has done a very good job, and maybe Amado doesn't know about this secret fourth refinery that Superpower has, and
In
he
the bottom, yeah.
and he doesn't have any units now, and he's been confronted. He's used a cryo shot.
The really big problem with this map is when you play allies in the end of the game, you may be cryogedded in the middle while you are passing that small area. So your units, if they don't fly like Empire units, or they do not just press F and run like Empire units, you're really in a big trouble.
But he has three refineries, and Superpower has four refineries. And this attack has been somehow neutralized uh, by Superpower. And he has taken out a collector. Should
Superpower keeps producing refineries like cookies. I don't know how he gets all this money.
So he's managing his money very well. You are right, and he has just remade his MCV and a refinery also, like you said. And but he has been welcomed by those
Ye-
IFVs and two Mirage tanks, and this time no tank busters to worry about. Yes, he has taken those protocols and he will take out this refinery. No, he hasn't taken it. Yes, he has taken it out, but those
yeah,
tank
he
busters
dropped
have
it.
protected him once again.
Mm.
And Mado, maybe he hasn't yet scouted for that secret fifth refinery placement. And once again, um, Superpower has remade refinery.
Mm. And he even produced an extra refinery. I don't know where where that refinery will be placed. He doesn't have any any additional space to place that refinery.
Maybe he knows that cryo shot is coming soon, so and tier 3 units. So this is a very tight game. But I think lack of PKs. There are not many PKs here, and
PKs are really crucial for this empire.
yes, this is a very intense game. Super Master X. I'm a
It
bit
it
tired.
is
I'm a bit tired watching it.
it is really back and forth. I don't know. It is it it should just somebody who have to do something.
And there is a fight in the middle, but this is a perfect place to use the cryo shot and take out these units.
Mm.
Cryocopter is here, so the Mado has taken care of all the units except a couple of tank busters and three quarter VX. EA Games. EA Games has really not doing anything. They are not producing a new Command and Conquer. EA Games produce a Command and Conquer, a new Command and Conquer, because they are
Yeah,
not doing it. And Gamescom and E3, TGS, no news of new Command and Conquer. We need
I'm
more.
really a fan of Command and Conquer series. I don't
Yes,
know why they have
EA
stopped.
Games. EA Games don't fix scoops in Battlefield 4, and now they are doing this with us too. No Command and Conquers, not fixing scoops for Battlefield 4. They are very bad company.
Mm.
And now he has taken out that barracks, Mado44, very dangerous. Egyptian gangster maybe. And he's going to take out these power plants and he's regrouping
Yeah,
Master.
Egyptians are pros by nature.
Yes. Yes, and he has used the cryo shot on the MCV. Maybe that will slow the MCV one more down. Empire MCVs are very slow,
Yeah, if MTV is slowed down, you have a great chance to pick it up.
and health is also very low. And they are fighting for. He's fighting for survival basically.
Yes, this is something really hard.
And he has taken those protocols, uh, point defense stone and rage, emperor rage. And this game is very tight.
Although he
So
made a lot of refineries, but he really just didn't use them well. And now Mado is going for the Mecha Bay, which is really efficient.
yes, he doesn't have any secret forces awaiting him either. So I think this game is about to end, and
Yeah. And his mecha bay is down.
yes, so this is
So,
uh, yes, the game is almost finished. Yes, and very good game that one. And in a way, I was thinking maybe Superpower has a chance, but by the looks of things, when he posted this replay, most people post replays when they have won it, and he has posted a replay where he has lost. And yes, and you
sure,
bet.
it was a good replay to post. If he didn't win, he have to post a good replay too.
Yes, I think Superpower should place that dog score near the refinery, that position that I was talking about, that fifth refinery position. That I have seen a lot of players place a dogs over there, and they use Yari subs to pluck out
Maybe if he
refineries.
scouted that refinery earlier, maybe he have sent a cryo with a vindicator to bomb his collector. Maybe that
Yes,
was
yes, and
better.
Superpower. I think he played really well in a way, but lost to superior powers of allies. What would you suggest to
Yes, but
Superpower?
well, actually, I think Superpower have made some mistakes by constantly producing refineries, and just he want to echo boom while not producing units, just invest on refineries. And the constant pressure and harassment from H20.Mado is really doing great work and destroying his refinery constantly. Even if Mado have scouted his refinery, it will really be even harder for Superpower. So Superpower should have upgraded to tier 3 units instead of just keeping producing tier 2 units. Although Cryo may render them useless, but it is really better to have tier 3 units, and especially having the artillery. It is really good to kill a lot of units in one shot.
Yes, yes, exactly, Master X. Okay, I'll be. Thank you so much for coming in as a special guest,
Thank you. Thank
Master
you.
X. It was a pleasure doing this dualcast with you, and I
Yes,
will be signing out. Before I go, I would request my viewers to please subscribe to my
okay.
channel and support my
Yes,
channel so that I can keep turning out more videos. And thank you.
yes.
Take care.
Thank you.